What's up YouTube? My name is Kenneth. Today I'm going to show you guys a solve I did on the Mixup Gear Cube, and while I'm solving it I'll be answering some questions or talking about a topic from Facebook. I don't know what it is yet. But before I solve it, I want to talk about my new solution I came up with on how to solve this puzzle. Now I'm not going to give you a tutorial. I'm going to just kind of show you guys the thought process behind the algorithms I came up with, and a lot of people ask me all the time, how do you come up with your own algorithms? So let me show you how I came up with these two algorithms that pretty much helped me solve this puzzle in a much better and more efficient fashion than the old solve video I did on a Mixup Gear Cube. So basically the first thing I did was I was playing with a solved cube and I was using algorithms I already knew. And one algorithm I already knew was a U-Perm, and that switches this edge, and this edge, and on a Rubik's Cube. But if you do a U-Perm here on a Mixup Gear Cube, it looks like this. And you can see it doesn't switch these three edges. What it does is it switches these two pieces, and it switches these two pieces. Now that doesn't seem that helpful, because if you do another U-Perm, it'll just switch them back. Now here, let me show you what I figured out to make this helpful. Is if you first do a 90-degree turn and we do U-Perm, it'll switch these two pieces, and it'll switch this piece now with this one, which is now an edge piece and not a center piece. So let's go ahead and do the U-Perm. Perfect. So now if we do it again, it'll fix this side and it'll put these two back. But we don't want to put them back. We want to do something different. So now what we want to do is let's do a 360-degree turn. And now when we do a U-Perm again, it'll fix this side, and this edge will now switch with this edge, which is a different edge. And now we'll have switched three edges doing a 3 cycle. So let's do another U-Perm. And now all we have to do is fix the center with a 270-degree turn. And now we have a 3 cycle with this edge, and this edge. And 3 cycles are extremely useful because now what we can do is solve the corners first, like a 2x2, and then we can put all the edges in their right place using this 3 cycle. We can permute all the edges. So it's a very useful thing, and that's how I came up with this algorithm to do a 3 cycle based off of just a U-Perm. So the other algorithm I came up with was one to switch one edge 90 degrees. And this is something that was very difficult to do. And the way you want to go about doing something like this is you want to switch an edge with a centerpiece. Then you want to isolate that edge, twist it 90 degrees, and then put it back. And so the way we can do that is basically using the same 3 cycle we came up with. But before, we would do this 90-degree turn, and it did a 3 cycle with this edge, and this edge. But if you didn't do that 90-degree turn, and if you did the 3 cycle, it would go between this center, this edge, and this center. So if we go ahead and do that algorithm, you can see we've done that. We've done a 3 cycle between these three. And look, now we have an edge that's completely isolated on one side. So now if we turn this edge 90 degrees by turning the side 90 degrees, and we can turn the front 90 degrees so that we keep this center, and this edge in the same alignment. Now when we do a 3 cycle to put it back, this edge will be put back but twisted 90 degrees, which is perfect, exactly what we need. So we can set it up by doing a 360-degree turn so that we can now do a single 3 cycle, the same one, and I'll put this edge back here. This center will go between the red edges right here, and this white one will go here between these white edges, and that's exactly what we need to do. So here's the 3 cycle algorithm. And there we go. We've done a 3 cycle, put all the edges back, but we haven't yet undone the twist we did. Remember, we twisted the back, so we have to twist the back and twist the front. And look, we've done it. We've twisted this edge 90 degrees. So anyway, that was the thought process on how I came up with these two algorithms. And let me know what you guys think about that. And now I'll show you guys my solve of the Mixup Gear Cube.
So I asked you guys on Facebook what I should talk about, and I got a lot of great suggestions. And I noticed, though, kind of two groups of topics and questions. And I think the first group kind of had to deal with my personal life and, you know, how's my life? It said about your life. How is your family and your baby doing? Tell us about your hobbies, stuff like that. So I think the first kind of half of this solve, I'm going to talk about my personal life, and the second half, you know, a lot of questions about kind of the business of YouTube, and you know, how much do you pay for puzzles, and how much do you earn from YouTube, and when do you think you're going to stop doing YouTube? So a lot of YouTube questions. So I think I'm going to start first with the personal life. The biggest question was, how's your baby doing and what's his name? And so far the baby, as if you didn't, first off, if you didn't know, my wife gave birth to our first child, our first son, just only 7 weeks ago. So he's not even 2 months old, and he came 3 weeks early. And he was very healthy. He's still healthy, and he's doing great. He just smiled at me. He just started smiling, actually, not only a couple days ago, and it's just a fun time to see someone's first smile. It's never happened to me before. Have you seen anyone's first smile? Anyway, it was a great moment, and I think things are going very well with him, and we're very happy. My wife is doing very well as well. So, a lot of you guys asked what his name was, and I gotta say I'm a little uncomfortable letting you guys know his name, and I think it's because we kind of have a weird relationship, you and me. You guys know me a lot better than I know you. You know, for all I know, you could be a crazy person. This is the internet, right? So I'm a little uncomfortable letting you guys know my son's name. Maybe in the future, but right now I'm gonna definitely keep that to myself. But I do thank you guys. I know I asked you guys to give me baby name suggestions a long time ago in one of my videos, and I did actually use a name that someone suggested, but I kind of we were already leaning towards that name anyway, but it was fun to see someone suggested it as well. So yeah, my son's doing great, my wife's doing great, things are going well there. And then someone just said about your life, and my life right now is actually going very well. It's a little crazy right now, but it's crazy good. Right now I go to work every day, and when I get to work, I work hard, and I have a lot of fun at work as well. I work for a company called Acorns, and I write their Android app, and the iOS app just went live, and it did very well in the App Store. We were #1 in our category. We were featured. I mean, things are going very well, but at the same time, that means things are going crazy at work. So it's been very good, but also a lot of work. And like I write the Android version is going to come out soon. So anyway, that's going very well. So I go to work and then come home and spend time with my family, and then I stay up real late working on YouTube and also a cubing app I've been writing for Android Wear and Android devices in general. And so Android Wear is like the watch I'm wearing right now. And it's a cubing app, and I'm super excited about it, and it's going to come out soon, and hopefully the next video I do will be on that app. And I got about 200 people testing it for me right now that I asked on YouTube, and so far it's been very good feedback. So I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to share it with you guys. So hopefully next week, definitely come back and watch that video, because I'm super excited about it. So that's going to come soon. And yeah, so I guess that kind of gets me into YouTube. Like, why do I spend so much time on YouTube? Like I just said, I stay up very late almost every night working on either that app or on YouTube or something. And part of the problem, I guess, is I'm a perfectionist, and I want to make each video like perfect, and so I can't do videos very quickly, so it takes me a long time to make a video, and so I spend a lot of time on it. But why do I spend so much time on it? Well, really it's because I very much enjoy it. I very much enjoy sharing with you guys cubing stuff, like what I'm interested in, new puzzles like this one, and this puzzle's super cool. Like, look at it move, it's really neat, And so I very much enjoy sharing it with you guys, and that's why I do it. But I also make a little bit of money doing it, and so that's another reason I do it. It's kind of like a second job, and I kind of treat it like a second job. And I'm very consistent, I'm very disciplined, and I make videos at least every other weekend, and I try to do it every week. And I've been doing that for years. I don't even remember when I started. So someone asked, how long do you think you'll be doing it? And I don't know. I'll stop when people stop watching, I think. When my viewership really kind of dies off, then I think I'll probably stop. But right now, the viewership isn't dying off. I mean, it is a little bit right now. It's actually declining a little bit, but at the same time, it's declined in the past, and it comes back. And my subscriber base is really big, 80,000 subscribers. That's crazy. It's amazing. It's still growing. 4,000 or so a month or something like that, and I lose subscribers too, but on the most part I'm gaining, and so I very much enjoy it, and I think I'll continue doing it. So a lot of people ask, how much do I earn from YouTube? How do I pay for my puzzles? Well, I do get paid to make the videos from Google. Basically, I make some of what the ads make on my videos. I get a portion of that. And so I'm not allowed to tell you how much I make, but you can go to a website like socialblade.com and search for my name, and they have like an estimated earnings, and I make somewhere in between that estimated earnings, more than twice the smaller number and less than half the bigger number. But you guys can kind of guess kind of how much I make. And it might seem like a lot, but it's definitely not enough to raise a family and buy a house and stuff like that. So it's definitely a second job, but it's not really the reason I do it. The reason I do it is because I enjoy it. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks guys for watching. This video is over, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and of course, have a great day.